Welcome to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Join us as we share our favorite RPGs, one-shot games, tabletop games, reviews, and convention panels. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hey guys, Jim here with Creative Play and Podcast Network, and it is hashtag RPGaDAY2024 August the 26th, which is superb screen. So I've got a pair of mentions here for this one. I'm going to totally mention for the Walking Dead universe. I actually just got my GM screen for that. And if you're going to play that RPG, I definitely recommend it because it has a lot of the random tables that you are definitely going to love. With my honorable mention slash partner would be the Edge of Empire GM screen for Star Wars, because that one has all of the base weapons listed out, as well as all of the weapon qualities, which is always the hard part for the GMs and the players to pick up on, is what qualities have what costs, as well as like the new blast, that if you have 3 advantage, you activate blast, and everybody gets hit by the AoE, which is really nice when you miss with an AoE weapon like that. So I would totally throw it out there. The Walking Dead universe, which by the way, I will throw it out there. There is 1 or 2 tables missing that are only in the base book. So definitely make sure you GMs out there have the base book. If you have the box set, it does come with a mini rule book that has, I think, an abridged version of the table. Instead of rolling 66, you just knock out a single D6 roll and there you go. So there are some uber glorious, spectacular $300-400 wood screens that have the slots that you can fit in that I could totally drop out there, but I think those are a little out of most GM's league, or at least unless your players get together and chip in for you. So definitely say for the RPG, the Walking Dead universe. For Edge of Empire / Force and Destiny, both of them, they both have GM screens and each come with an adventure for both of those. So if you pick up the Edge of Empire, it's got a really great one-shot mission. And if you pick up the Force and Destiny, it's got a little one-shot mission inside there. So never miss out on those, because the Edge of Empire one has you going to Coruscant and picking up a tangle with a bounty hunter over a sabacc game. And it has the basic sabacc rules, which is pretty cool. And the Force and Destiny, I believe, has another mission for you to go and possibly get your lightsabers. So definitely give them both a check out. When it comes to your GM screens, my best advice is to totally check to see when you buy them if there's a review picture, because I do know from personal experience I've had some skunky screens come out for, like, D&D had one for the Dragon Heist RPG that I was really hoping would be a good GM screen, and unfortunately it's filled with a bunch of stuff that you can't really use in most D&D games. And it didn't have like the conditions and the different moves and things like that. You know, just didn't have the oomph that your typical Ultimate GM screen has. So if you do check out for 5th edition, there is the one that has the red dragon flying across it. I think they called that the Ultimate GM screen. That one has all of the GM crunchy goodness that you would want. So definitely give that one a check out. And again, like I throw it out there for most GMs, I like it when the GM screen is not the height of a book, so that way you can see your players and you only have just the cool reference material and not like blocking you from the game. You can discreetly toss some dice if you're a hide behind the wall kind of dice roller, which some GMs are, some GMs aren't. I mean, I'm totally a rolling open GM, but that's just me. So, if you guys have any questions or want to know about any other GM screens, I could totally do an episode on reviewing different screens. That's been something we've been talking about. And feel free to please head on over to patreon.com/cppn and let us know what you guys are interested in. We've got in fall, we're going to be starting up some more RPG games that you can sign up to join in. And we're thinking of actually doing one or two bi-weekly games on startplaying.com. So that should be an interesting thing. See how that plays out. Probably going to do something like Aliens or Dragonbane there instead of the usual D&D because, there's lots and lots of D&D. There's a couple Star Wars, which I was also thinking about that one as well. But figured might as well flex and get to use some of these other RPG books that I've bought over the seasons because there's nothing worse than buying RPG books and having them sit on the shelf. The next worst thing would be tomorrow's topic, which is miniatures. All about the minis. Mini, mini, minis. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for listening and have a great night. And remember, #RPGaDay2024. Share the love. Check out other bloggers, vloggers, and YouTubers and podcasters. And make sure you're commenting, liking, and sharing their stuff because we got to beat the algorithms. The algorithms are the enemy. All right. Later, guys.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play-In Podcast Network. If you enjoyed our show, please check out D&D Journey of the 5th Edition and Ragnarok Enroll a Scion Hero to Ragnarok Story. Also, check out our Patreon page for more content and behind-the-scenes things, as well as joining us for a one-shot game or two.